Hi there everyone. So today's video is about big chopping. But I already know I have a big chop video, but this one is about like during the big chopping process, like after you done chopped it off. If you guys keep up with my channel, you will know that this right here is my second big chop. Like, you wouldn't know that this is my second big chop, but I'm telling you, this is my second big chop because I grew my hair out long. It was like right here, and I achieved that in 7 months. But yeah, and I bug chopped again because I had bleached it, colored it, bleached it, colored it, and I'm like, you know what, this is damaged. It probably wasn't that damaged, but you know me, if the curls wasn't popping, it had to go. That didn't rhyme, wasn't trying to rhyme, just throwing that out there. But anyway, so what I want to talk about is how to still feel feminine after you've big chopped. Kind of a hard one because everybody has their own definition of feminine. For me, how I did my feminization, if that is a word, of my big chop is honestly, I never did not feel feminine after I big chopped. If anything, I felt like I felt more feminine, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but let me explain. I was able to get more in touch with myself after I big chopped. And I just, when I big chopped, I got more into makeup simply because I noticed my face more. And I'm not trying to say it as if I'm unattractive. Everybody has their own opinion on that, whatever. It was, I don't know, it's just, I just noticed my face. I'm like, oh, I have kind of high cheekbones. I can highlight that and contour so they pop a little bit more. And like, you know, I was just like, ooh, eye glitter. I want to use a whole lot of eye glitter. And I just don't know what it was. But once I big chopped, I just wanted to experiment more with things. I started wearing more accessories because now I didn't feel like they were gaudy. Like, if you have like, to me, like when you have extremely long hair, then you have like the big hoop earrings, it's just like, whoa. But then like now if I wear bigger hoops, like I used to be a stud type person, like I still do wear my studs, but now I wear hoops. And you know, I like them. I feel like I'm rocking 90s type. I don't know, it added more to me when I big chopped. But my advice for ladies who feel less feminine when they big chop is to wear brighter colors, to accessorize more, and don't let people tell you that you're not feminine. Like, don't let people do that to you. You are a woman in every right and sense of the word. So you do whatever you want to do, and if it makes you happy, then by golly, it makes you happy. But yeah, like that just really, like, it hurt my heart to have a whole lot of females ask me how should they go about feeling like a girl after they big chopped. And I hate that it's come to that point to where it's just like short hair isn't the thing, cute, whatever. Like, I just, it makes me sad. But yeah, that's my advice for that. Just accessorize more, try to wear brighter colors. Bright colors really make you pop and exemplifies, I guess, feminism. I don't know how, but it does. Whoop-de-doo, whatever. But yeah, also what to do when you big chop. If you big chopped and you're just wanting the little back out of it, or grow your big chop out a little bit more to a length that you can actually feel like you can live with, I'm going to show you guys my latest hobby. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I started selling hair. Oh, and also if you follow me on YouTube, if you subscribe to me, you will know that I started to sell hair. And are you guys ready? I made this wig for my birthday. My birthday was on Christmas Eve, and I wanted my hair to curl like this, but I didn't want to keep it for a very long time, so I didn't make it a sew-in. I made it a wig. You can see the inside. I used the lace closure. And the inside hand stitched on in. Sorry, I gotta flip this a little bit. On an adjustable cap. Like it just has these little things that you can adjust and put it on there. And yes, so you guys can also see the closure. I have not washed it after I've combed it, so it's not reverting back to its natural state of when I got it. But yes, and this is hair that I've sold. See this little closure? You can see right through it. So you have a nice little good part. And I'm gonna just throw it on my head really quick. I haven't even taken it up to fit it or anything like that. It's worn to the side, and yeah. And you see how fast I was just able to put that on and just have it there just to look awesome and whatnot. But yeah. Oh, and if you guys see my lashes, I messed up on them, so don't judge me. They had to be. I wanted to put them on here because these are Blac Chyna lashes that I got my freshman year when I was in college. Yeah. And also for my birthday, I sewed, hope that's the right tense, the wig on in 4 parts, so like right here and then in the back and then like one right here, just so it wouldn't flap off, because these adjustable straps, they're great. Maybe I just had a defective one because I made another wig and I don't know what I did with it, but yeah, maybe that one was just defective, because when I wore that one with the adjustable straps, it stayed on my head without a problem. But when this one is just like floppy and just it tightens all the way, but it just isn't snug against my scalp like how the other one I made did. But yeah. Excuse me. When you big chop, wigs are also an option. And yeah, as you see that right there, just lays flat across the top. Just boop. Yep. Nice little option for you, because like your hair is already short, so you don't have to like braid it so the wig will lay flat. Just pop that sucker on your head and it's just awesome sauce. So I'm gonna wear my wig for the rest of my YouTube video because I worked hard on this. I do make custom wigs, so if you would like a wig like this, comment below. I will leave my email below and just say custom wig, and let me know what you would like so I can do pricing for you. This one actually would go for, I hate to say it, but it will go for $225. That's just because it's Brazilian curly hair. If you want to make your own wigs but you want quality hair to use, I will leave the link to my hair company below, because they are awesome. This is Maven Hair. Closure is a 14 and 2 bundles of 16 made this wonderful masterpiece. But yes, back to the big chop. Wigs are an option. Accessorizing. Also finger shingling. I love finger, or like the little brush, you know, to add some curl to it, because I found that a lot of girls that don't have a defined curl pattern are the ones that really don't feel feminine with it. I don't know why. Embrace the fro when you have a fro. Yeah, so those are some options. Dabble in makeup, you know. If you don't feel feminine, put on makeup, because makeup is feminine. And just, you know, paint on your face how you feel that day. If you're feeling dramatic and just dreamy and lustful, put some like red eyeshadow, smoky red eye, or some popping red matte lipstick. Yeah, that's always an option. You're feeling bright and just awesome, bright eyeshadow and dramatic eye. I don't know. I'm not a big makeup person, but yeah, those are some options. Like always, just add to you your personality. Bring who you are on the inside outward, and I guarantee you will feel so much better. I guarantee it. Guaranteed that you will feel better. Also, since we're still talking about big chops, I have had another question of when is it the right time to big chop? And the answer for that is when it's best for you. Okay? Nobody can tell you when to big chop. I don't even tell women to big chop unless they are saying, okay, I have straight and then a curly hair. How do I get rid of that? And I'm like, well, is that straight heat damage? Because heat damage, you can kind of bring it back to life, but not really. If you chemically damage your hair, oh, it's a wrap. That's what I'm telling you. Like, you gotta cut that off because it's chemically changed. You can't revert that back. It's just gonna be like straight. You can't do that. So that's the only time I refer a big chop. But a big chop, when it's the right time, is when it's best for you. I can't tell you, or no one should be trying to tell you when it's best for you to big chop. And a big chop is not always the answer, ladies. Sometimes you transition, which is a mini chop. Like, you know, like you'll say your hair is on this and then this much is straight. You cut off that little bitty part. Okay, you cut that off. That's less damaged hair that you have. That's what a transition is. Yeah, transitioning. There's many options that you can have when transitioning. You can Bantu knot it, 2-strand twist it, do maximum hydration method, which I still have to make a video of, and since I have my new camera and a stand, I can do that for you guys now. I'm gonna take this wig off simply because it got hot quick. It's just amazing. And that's another thing that I love. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the big chop in a second, but that's another thing that I love about a big chop or shorter hair. True long hair provides many options, but I feel with short hair it's so many more options, because like I can wear this as my style because I love my short hair, wear a wig, put a foundation, a cap to do crochet braids on it, so I have a crocheted wig, like wigs like that's why I really love shorter hair. But I digress. Just I don't know, like whatever you want to do when you transition, it's really up to you and how you want it to look. It's completely up to you, and that's why it kind of bothers me when they say short hair isn't feminine, because you make your hair does not make you. You can train your hair to do whatever you want it to do. If you want it to curl better, you keep putting them Bantu knots in your hair to like how my hair is. I promise you, once it gets long and I try to part it for Bantu knot sections, my comb will just automatically go through, because I tend to go through the same spot every time. But yeah, your hair is what you make it, so it can't be less feminine unless you don't want it to be feminine. You get what I'm saying? So accessorize, bright colors, try makeup, try wigs if you're not ready to wear it as short as it is. And that's my advice for that. Another question is, give me one second. How should I big chop? And I'm going to take that as what to use to big chop, or yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's really the only way I can take it. The way I big chop is, first time I use shears, and that's because I was just like, we're going for it. And for those who don't know what shears are scissors for cutting hair, so hair cutting scissors, shears. I use shears, and was just, my hair was wet and was just like roughly right there, so I only cut off my relaxed pieces. And actually some of my hair had less relaxed pieces than most because I did it at home. relaxer application when I was in college. It didn't go wrong or anything. It's just I was too afraid to overlap some areas here. So like I would start from here and then stop right there. I don't know. I was doing some weird stuff. But like, yeah, I would cut it like, cause I'm like, oh, that's curly right there, like in the middle, and cut that. But it from down here to that was a big chop. I had one of my classmates, Lorenzo, clipper cut my hair, and we just clippered it down. Into, some people will say fade. It's not really a fade because my hair is, like, you know, still kind of long. It's just, you know, I don't know. Into this gorgeousness. I've gotten that I look like Lauryn Hill a lot. I don't know if people were just being funny or what, like trying to be funny, I'm gonna say, because Lauryn Hill is gorgeous, so I took that as a compliment. But yeah, I say your best bet if you're going to go this low with a big chop, clipper it. Let's go ahead and just shave it off, because I feel like it'll be more even because you see your guideline of where you're trying to go. But even when you use shears and you cut, you still have it straight, pretty straight too. But and I'm a fan of the clipper because it was so fast when he did it. It was just like, and it was all gone. But if you're gonna use shears, I recommend you do it while your hair is wet, simply because you will see where you need to cut. Even if you have coily hair, you'll still see where you need to cut, where it's like, okay, this is straight, this didn't revert back to anything when it was wet, you gotta go. And that's how I did it when I did my first cut, but at the same time, like I told you guys, relaxed it all wrong. So that was on me. And I think I used cutting scissors, like regular straight up paper cutting scissors. Don't do that. It's gonna make split ends and just, it's not meant for hair, so don't do that. I think I did, I don't know, I'm gonna just say I don't know if they were for sure shears. So yeah. Another question was first things to do after I big chop to take care of my hair. First, if you're going to use clippers, right after you clipper cut your hair, wash it. Just get in there, or have somebody else get in there and wash it and scrub it out, because you don't want the loose little hairs to just keep poking your scalp and make it itchy. Trust me, that's not beautiful at all. It's very annoying. But after you've big chopped and all that stuff, I would say co-wash your hair, just simply so the cuticle is open. Co-wash from warm water, put oil in your hair, and greenhouse, because now that your ends are rid of the dead, you can now try to nurse your hair back to health and help the hair that is about to grow. So yeah, greenhouse to get those oils in there and just make sure you have moisture retention. Yeah, so co-wash. If you've washed your hair within that week, you decide to big chop, or shampoo wash. A co-wash is a conditioner wash, and there are actually many of companies, Mielle Organics, that makes a co-wash. Still have to try that, but yeah. Greenhouse. And then after that, when you wake up in the morning, you take the bag off. Put a little leave-in conditioner if you have some in there to last you throughout the morning. And you know, keep going through that. Like really, when you have the short big chop, it's really just bowl manipulation, because there's not really much you can do but to baby it and take care of it. I recommend you only, for me, I only wash my hair co-wash once a week. Yeah, co-wash once a week, or I shampoo. If I miss 1 week of a co-wash, shampoo every 2 weeks, because my hair actually retains a lot of oils and makes it a lot of oils, which I absolutely love so much. To me, that barely has to like oil it a lot. It's like amazing. But yeah, so I don't have that much buildup, so I don't need to wash my hair so much. So that's where a co-wash comes in. If you don't put a lot of product in your hair, conditioner, wash it, you'll be straight. And that's pretty much all that you really need to do while maintaining a big chop. Now, once you get to a TWA, this, I guess they consider this one a TWA because it's a teeny weeny afro. Once you get to a tiny afro, like, you know, there, that's when you can like bantu knot more, and then you will have more product in your hair, and that will cause you to shampoo once every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, do it. So if you wash your hair on a Friday, not the next Friday, but the Friday after that one, you wash it. But yeah, those are like the questions that I got towards big chopping, and I wanted to put all those in there for you guys because I did realize that I didn't have a during a big chop, like what to do after the big chop. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You'll be getting more from me in this HD high quality. I'm so excited. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great one, and see you guys later.